For decades, the Indian spy thriller relied on a very specific recipe. You needed an invincible hero, international glamour, and heavily choreographed dance sequences. Audiences expected a pristine, untouchable leading man. Dhurandhar's Aditya Dar ignored that recipe completely. He delivered a hyper-violent, emotionally vulnerable, and incredibly gritty narrative that refused to pull its punches. Dhurandhar's creative risk eclipsed the genre average, pulling in over 3,000 crore at the global box office. The momentum continued onto digital platforms, where the main version accumulated over 31 million streaming views. Stripping away the industry's expected glamour did not alienate the audience. Instead, this shift toward realism resulted in a film that reached 3.7 crore individual ticket buyers and millions more on digital screens. Historically, major Indian blockbusters use musical item numbers as a pressure valve to temporarily break cinematic tension. Composer Shashwat Sachdev removed that safety valve entirely. He took heavy, emotional tracks like Gehra and wove them directly into the high-stakes pacing of the film itself. This graphic visualizes the Spotify Global Top 200 chart. Notice how all 11 distinct tracks from the film's soundtrack enter the global list at the exact same time. The film's title track and the romantic ballad Gehra climbed straight into the top 10, sitting side by side with international pop hits. By eliminating the traditional choreographed dance breaks, the soundtrack functioned as a sonic Trojan horse, successfully carrying an intensely grounded Indian narrative to millions of international listeners. To build that grounded narrative visually, the production team went to extremes. They constructed a massive 6-acre replica of the Liari neighborhood in Bangkok and put actors through grueling 12-hour prosthetic sessions. Yet the moment that sparked the most intense audience investigation was a quiet, romantic stroll during the song Gehra. Fans quickly realized the supposedly Pakistani setting looked familiar. Viewers mapped the distinctive flooring and glass railings directly to the In-Orbit Mall in Malad, Mumbai. The architecture alone didn't give it away. Background shops clearly displayed Ganesha and Buddha idols, items rarely sold openly in a Pakistani market. The fact that viewers dissected the background of a love song to verify exact geographical coordinates shows how deeply they bought into the film's reality. A minor continuity error became a massive viral event. That commitment to authenticity extended beyond internet sleuthing. It provoked a very real geopolitical response. In the sequel, the primary antagonist, a crime lord known as Bade Saheb, is depicted as a frail, bedridden old man requiring constant medical care. This creative choice reportedly angered the actual D Company syndicate. The portrayal publicly stripped away the myth of power that the organization has worked for decades to maintain. Intelligence agencies intercepted serious threats of retaliation, leading to a state of high alert across Mumbai for public locations and key figures. By choosing to highlight an aging criminal's physical vulnerability, the filmmakers provoked a response that spilled off the screen, forcing a real-world syndicate to defend a mythology that the film had directly challenged. The franchise is now expanding its physical footprint, securing a major theatrical release for the first film in Japan to capture an entirely new cultural market. At the same time, both the original movie and its sequel are dominating streaming charts worldwide, with the prequel remaining in the top 10 in India for over 16 weeks. The Dhurandhar franchise chose raw, emotionally vulnerable authenticity over the industry's established reliance on invincibility. By placing two distinct films in the all-time Indian top 5, it demonstrated that a grounded reality could hold its own against any cinematic fantasy.